This is Captain Greg with Learn to Fish with Us. Well, over the last weeks, we've had great tip videos, and I've had a lot of people come back and ask me, could you talk to us about what type of jigs you use and why do you like that jig? Well, as you can see from here, most of the jigs that I really like to use are Northland products. Let's just quickly go through some of the jigs. So this is a nice Northland Fireball Jig, and I do have a stinger hook hooked up to it. What I really like this jig is to use in spring and fall. It's a short shanked hook, really sharp, always got a great barb, but it has a upper eye and lower eye, and it allows me to easily put a stinger hook on. So when those fish are light biters, you want to try to have the hook, you want to have the bait up as close to where the barb is, and also have a wide gap. So this is probably one of my best spring jigs. They also have Fireball with the big eyes. I found this as another jig that I really like, and as you can see, you know, gold is a favorite color when the sun's out, and this is basically all the time I like to use Fire Tiger. One of my favorite jigs throughout spring, fall, and everything is, this is called a Thumper Jig. And what I like about the Thumper Jig is, for one, it's got extra flash. So when I'm jigging it, it's flashing when it's coming down. But a key factor is right there, is a keeper. So when I'm fishing crawlers, or if I'm fishing plastics, that keeper will prevent the bait from sliding down. So that is a big reason that I really like the Thumper as probably one of my favorite all-around jigs. We then have other Northland jigs, you know, which is standard, you know, but different colors. It has a keeper there for the plastics and everything, but still, I don't think is as good as actually having a wire keeper. Another one of my favorite jigs, this is Bee Fishing Jig. This jig, you can see it's a stand-up for one. So most of the time when it's on the bottom, it stands up. I like that because there's a lot of fish that hang out to the bottom. Two, it also has a great keeper for holding on crawlers and your bait, plastics. And it also has a weed guard. So this is great for tossing in the weeds, rocks. The other thing is, with having a thin profile like that versus being round, it doesn't have where it gets in between rocks and then you can't get it out. Because it's narrow like this, most of the time you can pop this out. And then, last but not least, one of my other favorite jigs is a hair jig. Hair jigs you can put bait on, but most of the time when we're fishing these hair jigs, we're fishing them just with the hair. And what happens with the flash and everything is you're just darting this around. So black hair jigs have been really good, and I think that's representing leeches in the water. I really like purples. There's also Fire Tigers, but you know, go and pick up a few hair jigs, and then what you just need to do is cast it out, and then what you do is give it a quick jerk, let it hit bottom, give it a quick jerk, let it hit bottom. Other times I'll actually give it a quick jerk, and then right before I'll count out, before I know it's going to hit bottom, I'll actually give it another jerk to actually look like it's dancing. So if you look at all these jigs right here, these are basically the different types of jigs that I fish with. You know, I'll have different sizes. You know, this is 3/8. You know, I'm all the way down to 1/16 ounce when I'm pitching into cane. Most of the time, if I'm jigging on reefs 4, 5, 6 feet, I like to use a 1/16 to an 1/8 ounce. The other thing is, I have many different colors. I do like black jigs, chartreuse and orange, you know, and don't forget gold or silver. So this is Captain Greg here with a tip of what types of jigs do I use and why.